Welcome guys, hope this video finds you well. Today I am here with the new topic Wazuh distributed installation. In this installation we will include 03 VMs or 3 nodes, you can say. Two nodes act or work as a master and worker node, and the third VM will be our dashboard VM, Wazuh dashboard VM. On the master and worker node we will install Wazuh Indexer, Wazuh Server with Filebeat, and the Wazuh dashboard will be installed on the third node. Only Wazuh dashboard will be installed. Let's move to the installation. Just you have to type Wazuh on the Google, click on the first link, then click install Wazuh. Here you can see the components. Go to the installation guide, and from here you will move to step-by-step installation. Here you can see as before start installation we will check that our VM is up to date or not. Let's just click on the master node and we will run these commands. I am installing Wazuh on CentOS 8.5, and to make or check the up to date that our VM is or not, I will have to add these repositories, and it will check that the VM is up to date or not. Because I am using up to date or ISO, that's why it will not as much update. It will not install as much updates as you can see. Let's download these SSL certificates, and these certificates have been installed. Now go to the configuration file, and the name of my first VM is master. IP for that VM is this. For the second VM I have used worker, and the IP for the VM is this, as I am typing. We will use this Wazuh 1 name as our Wazuh server name. This Wazuh server will be master and the worker will be our second node. Okay, as you can see I have assigned, and we will use the name dashboard for our dashboard VM. You just have to press Ctrl X, press Y, and press enter. Now we will generate certificates for our installation, and we will compress these certificates and remove the uncompressed file. Now we will install some dependencies, as this is up to date. The dependency is already installed. Now we will import key and add this repository, and now we will install Wazuh Indexer. As you can see, this setup size is 675 MB, as this will be downloaded until we will perform these same step on the worker node. Let's open that worker node. Now we will run those update commands on the worker node as well, like I does on the master node. This will take few minutes to get completed. We will download these SSL certificate first. It is completed. Same configuration we will add to the worker node as well. One master node name is master, and the IP for that is this one. Worker. Okay, IP of the worker node, and Wazuh server will be Wazuh 1 for the master node, and that node type is master, and the second node is worker, and the name is Wazuh 2, and the IP will be this, as likely. This same step we have performed earlier on the worker. We will not create the certificates on this machine, and we will use the certificates that already generated on the master node. When we will deploy certificates, we will import those certificates from the master node to the worker node. Now we will install the dependency check. It is already installed, and now we will have to import the key and add this key, and now we will move to the installation step. Check that how much the Wazuh indexer on the master node, it is installed on 68%. As this install, both Wazuh indexer installation take minimum 10 to 15 minutes, as my internet speed is very slow. So we will stop here. As soon as these indexer will be installed on both node, I will continue from here. Okay, let's check. It will be started. Yeah, it just has been started and it is downloading. Let's stop. Okay guys, as you can see, the Wazuh indexer installation is in the process on the worker node, and on the master node it is already completed. Let's proceed with the further installation on the master node. Until the indexer will be installed on the worker node. We will move to this configuration file and the IP address of this machine, name of this machine, and name of our both master and worker machine, which will work together in an cluster. Okay, IP address of the master node, IP address of the worker node. Okay, and you have to change something here as well. And this will be our master, and this will be our worker. And you can check everything is fine. Let's control X plus Y. You can also read thoroughly over here, and now we have to deploy certificates. I have copied these commands on the notepad. You have to change the name of your node over here as I am doing, and you can see over here the node name with dollar sign. You have to replace your node name over here, which is written in blue over here, over here, over here, over here. Nothing you have to change over here, and you will mention your node name first over there, like the way I am doing. Create the directory. Yeah, all the certificate deployments command has been completed. The installation is on the process on the worker node. This, let's this installation get complete, and then we will start the indexer on the both nodes. Wait for a while. Okay guys, as you can see, the installation is completed on the worker node as well. Let's move further. We are going to start Wazuh indexer on the master node. It will take time according to your hardware, how much RAM you have assigned to this machine and processor. Let's get it to be done. Here you can see the Wazuh indexer successfully started on the master node. You can check this by status as well. Now just start the indexer on the worker node. Okay, we have got into some error. Let me check. Yeah, okay, my bad. We didn't have deploy the certificates yet and did not done any configuration. Let's complete those steps first. After the installation of Wazuh Indexer, we have to configure some setting over here. We will add the IP address over this worker node and name of that no name of this node and the node's name, include it in the cluster. You have to add the IP address of both nodes. Okay, let's change the name over here as well. Now we have to deploy certificates as you can see the steps. First we will go to the master node and as I have told you we have created the certificates that those will be used on all the nodes. Let's move these certificates to the worker node. You can see we use this command and this folder to the worker node using the node user of that node to the directory over there, and then it will require the password and the certificates will be moved. Let's check. You can see these certificates are successfully transferred over here. Now we will list deploy certificates. Told you you have to replace the name and you have to deploy those certificates. Okay, till now nothing malfunction. We haven't got any error. You simply have to follow these steps if you don't want to get any error in any bad situation. If you are not going to move those certificates and you will create new certificates or then the cluster will not be initialized as the certificates has been deployed. Now we will start our Wazuh indexer. Also it will start now. Yeah, the service has been started successfully. If it doesn't start, then we will got error as you can see previously. Okay, now we will initialize cluster on the master node by using this command. Yeah, our cluster has been successfully started. You can see number of nodes. You can see the cluster name, cluster state. If we got any malfunction or any error, the cluster state will be red. If the cluster state is green, the cluster is successfully initialized. You can see number of nodes 2, number of data nodes 2. Yeah, it look fine. You can test the you can check the cluster installation by using this command, and we will replace the IP address of our master VM. You can see the cluster name and all, and you can check how much nodes do you have in your cluster. You can check this by using command. You can see we have two nodes in the cluster, one with the name master and worker with these IPs as well. Everything work fine. And these steps for Wazuh Indexer has been completed. Now we will move to the Wazuh server and check this step-by-step installation. And we will import this key to the master node, and we will add this repository again. Now we will install the Wazuh manager on our master node, as it will take a minimum time, and we will repeat these steps to our worker node as well to save our time. Okay, let's check. Yeah, it's going fine. We will install Wazuh manager on the worker node as well, and I will stop the video until both these installation get completed, or we can wait a while. Let's take around 20 to 22 seconds. Now it is installing. First, the command has downloaded the Wazuh manager. Now it is installing it on our machine. Master node is completed. Now let's start the Wazuh manager on the master node. If you have assigned high resources to the machine, you can perform every step parallel, because I have short of resources, that why I have to wait for operation get completed. Let's start the Wazuh manager on the master node. And you can check this service as well. Yeah, it is started successfully. Now we will perform these steps to the worker node as well to get Wazuh manager started. And in the next step we will install Filebeat. Okay, soon the service will be started, or yeah, it is started. Let's check the status over here as well. Everything. Now We will install Filebeat on the master node and it will be installed shortly. We will start download on the worker node as well and the installation completed. Now configuring Filebeat. Download the pre-configured Filebeat configuration. We have downloaded default configuration on the both of our nodes. Now we will edit some configuration. We will only add the IP address of our host machine or the machine on which we are working. Nothing else. Control X, press Y and then enter. Same on the worker node. We have to assign the IP address of the worker node. Okay. The list of Wazuh injection node to connect to, you can use either IP addresses or the host name. By default the host is this, replace it with your Wazuh indexer. If you have more than one Wazuh indexer node, you can separate the addresses using commas. Okay, we have to put our nodes addresses on of both VMs. Okay. That's look fine. Same thing we have to do on the worker node as well. No, okay. We will do the thing. We have done the same on the master node. Now we will create a Filebeat key store to securely store authentication credential. We will run this command on the both nodes. Then we will run this command. Now we will download alert templates for the Wazuh indexer. Install the Wazuh module for the Filebeat. All the modules have been installed. Now we will deploy the certificates we have already moved to the node. Okay, let's start with this. We have named Wazuh 1 for Wazuh server on master and Wazuh 2 for the worker node, and we will replace the name with the areas I have told you, as I have also shown. Now run these three commands collectively. Now we will run same commands on our worker node with the name of Wazuh worker server name. Okay. Let's try to run these commands collectively. This is run without error. Seem good so far. Now we will start Filebeat service on the master node, and it started successfully. Same on the worker node. Yeah, same. We can check the status as well. Yeah, it's in the running state. Now we can check the Filebeat output. It show green over all the areas with green. Okay, if any mistake, I run the wrong command. If any error occur, there will be no green. Okay, it will be red. Okay, with some sort of error. Now you have to complete these steps as well. Cluster configuration for multi-node deployment. Anything we have missed over there with the Wazuh indexer installation? No. There is nothing like this. Now we will install this dependency. Yeah, it is already installed because our machine is up to date. Wait, what happened? Installing the Wazuh. Okay. This I have to follow. Configure the Wazuh server on the master node. Okay, we will find that particular configuration that we have to change. Yeah, you can clearly see the cluster area. Name of our cluster. We have named our cluster Wazuh Cluster. Name of our master node, we have named it master, and first we have to create the key, and yeah, by using this command and the Wazuh master node IP address. As I told you, you have to generate the key using this command. This key will be generated at this key to get connection between your master and worker node. You will go to the cluster configuration part and name the node, and this will be our worker node, and the IP address of the master node, and we will copy this key, and you have to save this key for further any configuration. If you will lose this key, you will face some issues. After completed after completing these changes, we have to restart the Wazuh manager on our both nodes, on the master node and the worker node as well. It is restarted successfully without any error. After this, if you want to verify your cluster is enabled on the or not, or and these nodes are connected or not, execute this command to check. First, we will wait until the Wazuh manager will be restarted on the worker node. Yeah, it's look fine. Okay, cluster state is not running. No, we have got into an error. Let's check on the worker node. I think I have made a mistake that I have generated this key 2 times, and that will be creating error for us. Wait for a while, I have to check back. Okay, okay, my bad again. I forget to tell you guys something, that we have to enable this cluster. I will repeat these steps again. By default here is disabled, and this argument will be yes. You have to put it no, and on the both node, on the master, on the worker as well, and you have to restart the service again. In the both node configuration, you have to do is what I am telling you again: name of your cluster, name of the node on which node you are configuring this setting. I am on the master node, that's why I put it master. This node will be master, the key we have generated by using that command, and the node IP address of the master node on the both master and worker same, and you have to make this argument to know to enable this cluster, and then you have to restart the Wazuh manager on the both nodes, and you can check. You can see our cluster has been started, and we have 2 nodes in this cluster. Okay, you can check this on the worker node as well. You can clearly see now. We will move to our Wazuh dashboard installation. Okay, now we have to proceed with our third node. That will be dashboard node, which we have to install. Dashboard first, we will check that any updates required on this node. If you face any error to update your node or install any tool or any package on the node, and it will get failed, then you can use these three commands, and two of them are the repositories. After completing these steps, you are able to download your update or any tool on the VM. We will import the key, we will import the package. Now we will install Wazuh dashboard on this node. It will take around about 1 minute to get download, and then the installation process will go on. After the download will be completed, now the installation process is going on. The installation process is completed successfully. Configuring the Wazuh dashboard. The settings specify the host of Wazuh dashboard server. To allow remote user to connect, set the value of IP address or DNS of the 00 will accept all the available IP addresses of the host. We will change this one. After then we will deploy the certificates. Okay, just we will do copy. We will replace this IP with our master and worker node IPs because the Wazuh dashboard will get the data from these nodes. Okay, then next we will deploy the certificate. First we have to move the certificates from the master node to dashboard node. Yeah, the certificates have moved successfully. Now copy these and we will do some changes. We will use this like we have named the dashboard VM with the same name as I am testing right now. Okay, all the commands are successfully done. Now we have to start the dashboard service. It restarted too much easy and early. I have restarted it again now only for distributed deployment. We will use the IP address of our master node because master node has a higher priority than the worker node. If in any scenario the master node will get crashed or not working, you simply have to change the IP address of the master node with the worker node and access the GUI until the master node restored in will be in working state. Okay, I have pressed something wrong. That's why our configuration couldn't get saved. Now it will be saved. Now we have to access our Wazuh dashboard. We will use the address of our dashboard node. We will not use the master node or worker node to access the GUI. The default username and password will be for the GUI is admin username and the password is also will be admin. Please note down you have to access the Wazuh dashboard using the Wazuh dashboard node IP address. Node with the master or the worker node. Here you can clearly see that the Wazuh distributed is installed successfully. We're using the three nodes, two with the Wazuh indexer and Wazuh server or the Wazuh manager and one with the dashboard, and we have successfully deployed the Wazuh on You can see the logs over here, or the master and the worker. Also, you all have get this installation I have completed. If you have any query or any question in the future, you can easily ask me. If you want to deploy any agent, simply go to the agent. You have to select the operating systems and OS, Ubuntu, Windows, Macintosh. You will use the IP address over here with will be the master node IP address. You will name the agent simply. Let me show you. Agent name will be machine. Let it be. First we have to, I am using Windows. Something will be appear like you have to run this command on the PowerShell of your Windows machine. You will run the PowerShell as an administrator, and you will run this command. This will install Wazuh Agent on the endpoint or the machine you want to monitor. Then you will run this command to enable this service, start this service. The Wazuh agent will be successfully installed. In the distributed scenario, then you will go to the agent configuration file. Either it's a Windows agent or a Linux agent. You simply have to get to the configuration file. In configuration file, the server IP will be this, and you will copy that line and paste it again, and change and paste the worker node IP, and the agent will send the data on the both nodes. If the Wazuh master get crashed or unserviceable or unavailable, the agent will automatically send the data to the worker node. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys like this video and simple steps of installation. We will meet in future again with a new topic and the new installation. Also, until then, goodbye then. Thank you for watching.